2.2, unit rates. We have already been discussing unit rates. Unit rates are just rates that have a denominator of 1. So for instance, it says, find the unit rate. You pay $27 for 3 pizzas. So that's a rate, $27 for every 3 pizzas. What you want to do is find the unit rate. So hands down, these are notes. So to find the unit rate, you just take your ratio and you make it so that way the denominator is 1. Okay. Now, some people like to make this into a table. So if you make it into a table, it's dollars to pizzas. And right now we have $27 for every 3 pizzas. Okay, to find the unit rate, remember you divide them both by the denominator. Well, the denominator is 3. So I would divide this number by 3 and this number by 3. Okay, so we would type in our calculator 27 divided by 3. And when you do 27 divided by 3, you get 9. And when you do 3 divided by 3, you get 1. So what that means is it's $9 per 1 pizza. So our unit rate would be $9 for every 1 pizza. That's a unit rate. The denominator is 1. Okay. Now, with a lot of people, it makes it a lot easier if you make the table because it helps them keep it in order which one needs to be on the bottom. Okay. The next one. You make fruit juice by adding 4 pints of water for every 2 cups of concentrate. Part A says find the unit rate. Okay, so first let me make the table. It's 4 pints of water for every 2 cups of concentrate. So it's water per juice concentrate. So I'm going to make water go on top and the juice concentrate on bottom. And water is in pints. And it looks like the concentrate is in cups. Be careful because they're 2 different quantities and you got to know which one's which. Okay? And it says it's 4 pints of water per 2 cups of juice. So 4 over 2. There's my table. Now you got to know what to divide by. You divide by the denominator, which is 2. So I divide this number by 2, and I divide this number by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So my unit rate would be 2 pints of water for every 1 cup of juice concentrate. Okay, so let me write that. 2 pints of water, and you can abbreviate pints, PT, for 1 cup of juice. And it's juice concentrate. You can put concentrate on there. I ran out of room. But this is my answer. Okay. Part B says, write the ratio of cups of concentrate to pints of water. So this time, instead of putting water on top, they want us to put juice on top. They want us to do concentrate to water. So that tells us to put concentrate on top. So juice concentrate would go on top. And juice concentrate was in cups. And water would go on bottom, and that's in pints. Okay? So notice they're wanting us to pretty much do the exact same thing. However, instead of doing water to juice, they want us to do juice to water. So our unit rate could possibly change. All right, so if I go back to my original problem, it says it's 4 pints of water. Notice this time the 4 is on bottom. And 2 cups of concentrate. So concentrate would go on top. And that's 2 cups. 2 to 4. Now, last time I divided by 2. All right, don't just call out the answer. I'm going to give everybody time to think about it. Remember, you divide by the denominator. So I've got to figure out which number do I divide both of these by. So think about it. All right, Alan, which number would you tell me to divide by?
4.
Why?
That's a good question.
Okay.
That's the denominator.
It's on the denominator. You always divide by the denominator because you want your denominator to be 1. So you divide the bottom by 4 and you divide the top by 4. Okay, well 4 divided by 4 is 1. Now I got to do 2 divided by 4. Now don't call out the answer because I want to give everybody a chance to find it. Find what's 2 divided by 4. All right, Daniel, what did you get?
0.5.
0.5, like 0.5, okay? That means 1/2. 0.5 is 1/2. So what that would mean is...
It would be 2, right?
No, it's 2 divided by 4, not 4 divided by 2. This is the... Sorry, guys, I forgot to write my answer on Part B. Part B was this answer here. It was 2 cups of juice or concentrate per every 4 pints of water. I forgot to write my answer down, sorry. I put it here in the table, but I didn't put it here. Now part C says find the unit rate. So now I can write the unit rate. It's 1/2 or 0.5 cups of juice concentrate for every 1 pint of water. All right, what questions do you have for me? Okay, notice the difference between the 2 unit rates. If we did water to juice, it was 2 to 1, but if we do juice to water, it's 1/2 to 1. So what that means is for every 1 pint of water, you put in 1/2 cup of juice. Or for every cup of juice, you put in 2 pints of water. Okay, and then let me put a box around these so you know that these are my answer. Okay. Does anyone need me to hold off before I move to the next part?
Yep.
All right, next question. What would be the unit rate if you added 4 pints of water to every 3 cups of concentrate? So 4 pints of water to every 3 cups of concentrate. So let me write that as just a regular ratio. It's 4 pints of water to 3 cups of concentrate, juice concentrate. Okay? Now, like I said earlier, it helps a lot of people to make that table. So we would do water on top, and it's in cup or pints. And then juice on bottom, which is in cups. Okay? And it says it's 4 pints of water, so 4 would go on top, 3 cups of concentrate, so that would go on bottom. Now, to find the unit rate, this is just the rate. To find the unit rate, I needed to divide both of these by some type of number. My question, don't just call it out. What number do I divide by? Caleb, what number would you tell me to divide by?
3.
Why would I divide by 3? Like, how do I know it's 3 that I divide by? How do you know to divide by 3? Yeah, it's the denominator, which means it's on the bottom. Always divide by the bottom number. Okay, and then you do 3 divided by 3, which is 1. It's because you want the denominator to be 1. And then you do 4 divided by 3. Who can tell me? Gavin, what's 4 divided by 3? It's 1.333 continuing. Okay, what that means is it's 1 1/3, or you can just put 1.3 with a line above it. So either 1 1/3 or 1.3 with a line above it. Parker, you have a question? You would need to put the dots after it, but you're still rounding, and you don't really want to round. So I would just put 1.3 with a line above it, or you can put 1 1/3. All right, so now you need to write your answer, which would be the unit rate. So it's 1.3 with repeating 3 pints of water. To 1 cup of juice or concentrate. Okay. So that would be my unit rate. This up here is my rate. This is my unit rate.
How many cups of water did you say?
1. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 1.3 with the line above it, pints of water. That means 1 1/3 pint of water. And you'll notice that our measuring cups always have the cups on it, but you'll see that it has 1 1/2, 1 1/3, 1/3, 1/2, 3/4. Most measuring cups have those on there for you. Okay. All right. Does anyone need me to wait before I move on to the next question? Okay. The next one. It says, a piece of space junk travels 5 miles every 6 seconds. What is the unit rate the space junk travels? So it says 5 miles every 6 seconds. Okay? So we are comparing miles to seconds. So let's make that table. We're doing miles to seconds. Miles to seconds. Now it says it's 5 miles for every 6 seconds. So 5 would go on top and 6 would go on the bottom. Okay. Now I need to find the unit rate. So I've got to divide these both by the same number. All right. My question is, what number do I divide by? Skylar. 6. We're going to divide both of these by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. What's 5 divided by 6?
0.83 continuing.
0.83 with the 3 continuing?
Yep.
Okay, so just put a line above the 3. Not the 8-3, just the 3. That shows us that 3 is continuing. So what that means is he travels 0.833333 miles every 1 second. So we would put 0.83 with a line above the 3 miles every, oh, sorry, I need to put the colon there. Every 1 second. Okay, sorry, don't pay attention to this part that's scribbled out. I have some white out somewhere that I'm going to mark that out. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Oh my God, it's gone. I need that.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Part B. Here's why I've been making the table for you. Because a lot of people get confused with this part right here. It says, how far does the space junk travel in 30 seconds? Okay, so what you want to do on your table, see how I've drawn this line at the end? You want to extend your table and make a blank spot. That table we're already working on. Now, this says 30 seconds. Is seconds on top or bottom? It's on the bottom. So what I want to do is make this bottom number a 30. I want to make my bottom number a 30. Now, if this is 1, you just have to multiply it by 30 to get 30. So what you would do here is take this number here and multiply it by 30. Okay, so take your calculator. Now, if you want to type in that as a decimal, that's completely okay, but make sure you do like 0.83333 hang on, we make sure that it did the decimal, 0.8333, do a bunch of them, times 30, and it says I got 24.99999. What number do you think that would actually be?
25.
That would be 25. That's just because I didn't type in the entire number. Okay, so 0.833333 times 30 is 25. So this tells me how many miles it would travel in 30 seconds. So for 30 seconds, it would travel how many miles? 25 miles. So we would put 25 miles. See how much easier that became using that table?
Yes, ma'am. I think the table makes more complicated.
Yeah.
Not really.
It's a little bit.
All right, let's turn it over to the back. It says, what would be the unit rate if the space junk travels 5 miles every 3 seconds? Okay, so it's miles per second.
That thing going fast, man.
All right.
Space trash.
Miles per second, and the ratio was 5 miles for 3 seconds. Okay, now, what am I going to divide both of these by to find the unit rate? Alex.
Divided with the denominator,
The denominator, which is what?
30.
3? Yeah, so I'm going to divide both of these by 3.
What the heck, dude?
Man, you almost made me have a seizure.
Bro, I'm long time, bro.
I'm bad enough, I already have a brisk on.
We're sleeping this time.
I almost had a seizure, dude.
When one of us end up falling out for real, you gonna feel bad,
Okay,
bro. My heart, bro. I can't breathe, bro.
all right. So now do 3 divided by 3.
I ain't doing anything, man.
Trenton, what's 3 divided by 3?
1.
1, perfect. Now do 5 divided by 3. Amber, what do you get when you do 5 divided by 3? Okay, so 1.6 repeating. Perfect.
She just said the devil numbers.
All right, so, guys, you got about 5 minutes left before the bell. We've got to finish these, and you have a worksheet.
Quiet.
Okay, so how I would write this as a unit rate, you would put 1.6 with a line above it, miles to 1 second. So it travels 1.66666 miles every 1 second. Now, the next part. How far would the space junk travel in 1 minute? Well, how am I going to do that? It's already got a 1 there. 60. How many seconds is 1 minute? 60 seconds. So instead of making this a 1, you would make it 60 because it has to be seconds. Well, 1 times 60 is 60. So you would just take this number and multiply it by 60 to find the number of miles. Okay, so get your calculator. Remember to type in a bunch of those 6's.
96.
1.66666 times 60. How many is that, would you
A lot
say?
of nines.
9.99.
That's 99.99999. So what number do you think that's really close to?
100.
100. So our answer would be 100 miles.
Every 1 minute.
Hey, Miss Cookie.
Yes,
I ain't
ma'am.
gonna lie, my heart kind of hurting right now.
Yeah.